Come on, guys, we can solve this another way. The room was tense, every face turned toward each other, searching for an answer that didn't feel like a dead end. But the doubt came fast, quiet yet heavy, because deep down everyone knew this situation wouldn't be fixed so easily. Kane stepped forward, calm as ever, carrying that unsettling confidence that made people listen even when they didn't want to. Palmney suddenly broke the tension with a question that felt strangely out of place, asking why unicorns have horns. Kane smiled, almost relieved, and explained it like a teacher who truly enjoyed being heard, turning a moment of chaos into something oddly comforting. That comfort didn't last long. Confusion stacked on confusion. Someone muttered about a giant being given, another questioned what was even happening anymore. Plans were mentioned, dismissed, and replaced in seconds. Ribbit was called out to, but there was no answer, and panic began to creep in. Apologies were whispered, secrets were implied, and suddenly it became clear why certain doors had stayed locked for so long. Still, they decided to follow Kinger's plan, at least until the ringmaster woke up. Time was slipping through their fingers, and hesitation was no longer an option. That was when everything shifted. Control changed hands, and the amazing digital circus no longer felt amazing at all. Promises were brought up, favors collected, and for a brief moment, it almost felt like things might work out. Someone even admitted that maybe the weirdness wasn't so bad after all. But that hope twisted quickly into manipulation, with talk of endless adventures and the suggestion that leaving might be a mistake. Doubt returned stronger than before, and frustration boiled over as someone finally said what everyone was thinking, that the plan had been terrible from the start. Plan B didn't feel much better, especially when memories began to vanish in the most convenient way possible. 5 minutes gone, just like that. Suspicion filled the air. Was this really the right choice, or just another trap? There were no better options, though, and the uneasy victory felt far too easy. That was when the alarms in everyone's head started screaming. Songs began to echo, cheerful and unsettling, mixing madness with nostalgia. Jokes were cracked, keys were revealed, and doors were opened that should have stayed shut. Anger exploded when the truth came out. Orders from Kane had been followed without question, replacements were made without mercy, and it became clear that no one could play against Kane and win. Even when someone was caught trying to become something they weren't, the reaction was applause mixed with threat. Trust shattered completely. Proof was demanded, questions were fired off, and time pressed harder with every second. Secrets from locked rooms surfaced, things no one wanted to talk about, and the mood shifted from suspicion to dread. Pride slipped through the cracks as someone joked about deserving a raise, but Kane's patience had run out. Intelligence was punished, curiosity erased, and deletion loomed like a silent execution. Pleas followed, warnings of a future where this control would fail, but Kane brushed it off like it had all happened before, countless times, always ending the same way. Waiting became unbearable, yet unavoidable. Then, suddenly, a new voice appeared, gentle and friendly, introducing himself as Abel. The screaming stopped. Relief washed over the room as someone realized they were back, feeling better, calmer. But that calm came with a chilling realization that happiness had existed only when things were broken. The idea of being fixed now felt terrifying. Fear returned when Ribbit was called again, unanswered, and chaos erupted once more. Calls for help echoed until Kane appeared, louder and more dangerous than before. There was only one thing that could be done, and everyone knew it. Desperation spilled out in raw words, a confession of not wanting to die like this. The answer came cold and final. No. The moment passed, and silence followed. Kane's voice softened into something almost kind, reminding them that there was nothing they could have done. And in that quiet aftermath, the truth settled in, heavy and unavoidable, that sometimes the circus never really lets you leave.